Overview. After a brief disappearing act that we thought would spell the end for the Land Cruiser on our shores, Toyota's iconic off-roader returned last year with renewed purpose. Now motivated by a 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain good for a combined 326 horsepower, it shares its bones with the Lexus GX and has been downsized slightly, losing its third row in the process. The LC's newfound tidiness puts it in line with other legendary trail experts, such as the Ford Bronco and the Jeep Wrangler. The Land Cruiser has been reworked and modernized inside and out, packing the latest Toyota infotainment tech and plenty of driver aids, while retaining a serious four-wheel drive system and plenty of nods to LC history, including the base model's round headlights. There's also a new 4Runner for 2025 that's slightly smaller than the LC, while the Tundra-based Sequoia occupies the top rung of Toyota's expansive SUV ladder. As one of our favorites in its segment, the Toyota Land Cruiser has earned a spot on our editor's choice list for 2025. What's new for 2025? Aside from the removal of the first edition model offered for 2024, there are no changes to the Land Cruiser lineup. Pricing and which one to buy. The price of the 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser starts at $57,900 and goes up to $63,900 depending on the trim and options. Engine, transmission, and performance. Given that this is an entirely modernized and smaller generation of the Land Cruiser, Toyota has elected to install a hybrid powertrain in place of a naturally aspirated V8 engine. A turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder is assisted by 2 electric motors to make 326 horsepower. If this setup sounds familiar, that's because it's similar to the powertrain offered in the Toyota Tacoma. All Land Cruisers come with an 8-speed automatic transmission and a 4-wheel drive system featuring a locking center differential, low-range gearing, a crawl control system, and hill descent control. In our test drive, we found that the hybrid powertrain provides good torque, but notice that the boost from the electric motors is inconsistent due to the small battery pack. The Land Cruiser provides a smooth ride on the road and is significantly quieter than vehicles like the Ford Bronco and Jeep Wrangler. 0 to 60 mph times. In our testing, the Land Cruiser First Edition got to 60 mph in 7.7 seconds. That's significantly slower than the V6-powered Lexus GX 550, which posted a 6.3-second time. Interior, comfort, and cargo. Unlike the previous generation Land Cruiser, this new one is strictly a 2-row, 5-seat SUV. Toyota has downsized the Cruiser's body this time around, putting it into contention with mid-size rivals such as the Ford Bronco and the Jeep Wrangler, rather than full-size SUVs such as the Chevrolet Tahoe and the Ford Expedition. While the base 1958 trim does without many of the other trim's luxuries, it still offers niceties such as heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and a 6-speaker stereo. The other trim, simply called Land Cruiser, has a more deluxe cabin that includes ventilated seats, a 10-speaker stereo, and available leather upholstery. In our testing, the Land Cruiser held 17 carry-on suitcases behind the rear seats and 31 cases with the rear seats folded.